If you already speak a little bit of Portuguese but want to sound more natural when you're talking, this video is for you. Sometimes learning a language, it's not just about learning more grammar. It's about picking up the little expressions that make native speakers smile when they hear you saying them. So today I will be sharing 15 everyday Portuguese phrases that will help you sound more smoother, fluent and confident in real-life conversation. Let's start with phrase number 1. Claro que sim. Of course. This phrase is more than just yes. It's warm, friendly, and a way to show agreement with someone. If you say this, you will sound confident and enthusiastic, like you're really on board for something. You will hear this in cafes, on the street, in friends and family's conversation. We are always saying this in Portugal. It's one of those simple phrases that adds life to your speech. And when you say it with a smile, it feels like you're instantly a native. Está bem. Alright. Portuguese people say this basically constantly. It's used to agree, confirm, or wrap things up, like you're finishing something, tá bem. Depending on your tone, it can be like neutral or a bit like cheerful, like you're happy, está bem, or está bem. It's a way of saying okay then. You will hear it when people end phone calls or accept a plan, like, do you want to go out with me? Está bem. It's short, natural, and makes your speech flow. Now we have a sério. Seriously. This phrase is used to show surprise or disbelief, or maybe sometimes sarcasm and irony, all depending on the tone that you're using when saying it. It's really flexible and a great way for reacting to stories or news. You can sound like shock, like a sério or a sério. It's all in the way that you deliver and in the way how you put your voice. But fluent speakers use this instead of longer reactions. So you should start using this because it's a phrase that we say every day in Portugal. Mesmo means really. You will hear this in the casual conversations, and this is like, really? Are you telling the truth? And especially among my friends, it's perfect for showing a quick surprise or curiosity, like mesmo? Mesmo? This is like totally native speaking. It's a small word, but it makes a big difference when you're talking with natives. They will see that you're really into Portuguese. Então vá. Alright, then, let's go. This phrase usually pops up at the end of conversation. It's like saying, well then, off we go. If I'm with a friend and we are like saying our greetings goodbye, I will say sometimes, então vá, tchau, like, alright then, bye bye. People basically use it to wrap things up and shift into like going away. Então vá, tchau. The next one is pode ser. That works. Or I'm okay with it. This is how you agree without sounding too eager or too cold, like without sounding too direct. This is a super common phrase when you're making plans or making decisions with your friends. It's a polite way to say sure or that's fine by me. Não faz mal. This means no problem or it's okay. You should say this when somebody apologizes to you or something doesn't go as planned as you want. It's very kind and it's very understanding, and sometimes it also helps to diffuse some tensions. You will especially hear this when people bump into each other in the streets, or when you drop something and you say, oh, desculpe, and people will say, não faz mal, no worries, it's okay, you don't need to worry about it. Pois é. Yeah, exactly. I like this one very much because this one is not just yes. It's very thoughtful and you are agreeing with something. You should use this when somebody says something that it's true, like, oh yeah, that's right. If you want to feel a conversation, like if your friend is talking with you about something and you cannot answer yet, but you want to show that you are there and you are listening, you should fill the gaps with pois é, or tens razão, pois é. The next one is olha. This means so or a or listen. This is a classic filler word like pois é. It gets attention, starts a thought, or buys you some time when you are in a conversation. Sometimes people even use this to think out loud, like they were going to say something, but at the end they don't say it, so they say olha and olha, não sei. And you should use this when you're about to say something, especially if you want to be like spontaneous. It's very spontaneous, tipo, olha, or olha aqui isto, look this, you know? Já agora, this is the typical by the way. Literally, this is the equivalent to English to by the way. Já agora. You use this to change topic of the conversation without being too direct, or if you want to add like something very smoothly or a little side note to the conversation. Já agora, sabes que a Tia faz vídeos no YouTube? Está combinado. This literally, in the literally sense, it means it's agreed, but it means more like it's a deal. You use this once you and someone else make a plan, and this is basically the confirmation of that plan. Está combinado. It shows to the person you are talking to that everything is settled and you are both in the same page for your plan. It's more natural than okay or certo, and it's used in both social and professional situations. I always say está combinado to everything, to everything. Está combinado. Vamos jantar? Está combinado. Vamos ao parque? Está combinado. Está combinado. My favorite word. Faz sentido. That makes sense. This is a great way to show you understood something or that you agree with the logic of someone. Like, it's natural, polite, and it sounds very reflective. Like, isso faz sentido, that makes sense. You are following the conversation and you are thinking about the conversation, you are there, you are following. In my opinion, this is way better than just saying okay. Like you say, faz sentido. Chill, faz sentido. Se calhar, maybe. Now, this in Portugal is like a comma because we are always saying se calhar, se calhar, se calhar. And probably in textbooks you find the word talvez, which means maybe, but in real life conversations we use talvez, but we don't use it like we use se calhar. Se calhar it's very much more used than talvez. So if you want to sound a little bit more like a Portuguese native, you say se calhar in your conversation. Se calhar amanhã vamos correr. Maybe we will go for a run tomorrow. But it's not certain. Se calhar. Now, for the last one, I have saved one of my favorites because I say it every day. And it is depende. It depends. Native speakers love this word because it adds like a little bit of nuance to the conversation. Instead of saying yes or no, you are opening the conversation to more possibilities. It shows that you're thinking about the context, like you're deciding what do you want to do. Depende. O que é que queres fazer amanhã? Depende. It depends. Qual é a tua sopa preferida? Depende. What is your favorite soup? It depends. It's not a yes, it's not a no, it's just depend. It depends. It's a dependation of life. So, you should use it to answer to sound like wise. And with all these phrases, you will be wise beyond your grammar books. You will be very wise. So make sure to know these sentences. So, these were just 15 phrases to get you started. But if you want to go all in and sound real fluent, I made a full video where I teach you 55 Portuguese expressions that local people use every single day, like every day. So, it's here, it's packed with examples, context, and all the little things that help you sound natural, not just correct, natural. Also, let me know in the comments which phrase you like the most, and if you want a part 2 of this series, comment something nice about learning Portuguese, leave a like. If this video has like 50 likes, I will do the part 1 for this one. Of course, I will read every single comment and I will be answering every single comment. Obrigada por estares aqui, até já!